Hello, I'm Igor Schönwitz and I'm here at the STAGETEC headquarters in Berlin. STAGETEC is one of the innovators of digital audio technology, known for their first product, which was the Audiometric system Nexus, and their first digital console Cantus, and now we have the, I think, third generation of digital consoles right here behind me, the Avatar system, and all those consoles were in the first place known for their legendary audio quality. So when it comes to digital audio quality, it comes to STAGETEC. Other features, of course, are reliability and flexibility. And so STAGETEC is one of the most known, most popular brands when it comes to big installations in musical houses, in theaters, in houses of worship, in universities, in broadcast situations, in TV studios, radio studios, and of course, high-end recording and mastering applications. What we have here, and the reason why I am here, is this brand new product, which is called the Nexus Compact, which gives you all the legendary advantages of STAGETEC technology in a very, very convenient, small and affordable package, and building a bridge to modern audio over IP technology. So what you get here is legendary audio quality, legendary reliability, and seamless integration in audio over IP network systems. Let's just take a closer look what we have here in this little box. First of all, we have 8 true match microphone inputs. And true match is one of the reasons for the legend of STAGETEC. This is meant to be the best microphone converter there is in the world up to date, because it doesn't need any analog mic pre's. We'll come to that point later. Further on, we have 8 DA, so 8 digital analog, 8 analog outputs in high-end STAGETEC quality. Then we have 4 ASEBU, so you can put in 4 stereo digital inputs, 4 stereo digital outputs. And all that comes into an audio over IP network, which means you can have it either in a Dante version or in an AES67 version, each of them having 64 IOs via audio over IP. Last but not least, we have a Gpio port, so you can have external control over all the parameters of this unit. Then we have 3 Ethernet ports in the back, 2 of them redundant Ethernet ports for the communication with other audio equipment, and the third is just for controlling the unit, which means you can control it via any web interface. So no matter if you have a tablet, no matter if you have a Mac computer, if you have a PC, every device which is able to start an internet browser can control this device without any software installation. Let's talk about the key feature and the main feature of this unit, because this is really, for me personally, it's a little sensation, because it's a compact sized true match converter. And let me just give you a little brief overview what true match converter or true match microphone converter means. This is reference technology by STAGETEC. And just to get back how we get a microphone into digital. If you have a regular converter with 24 bits, that means you have a dynamic range of 144 dB, which is already more than any microphone can deliver. But microphones have a very, very low output current. So if you put a microphone in a 24-bit converter, you normally only use 8 to 10 bits. So this is not useful for really high-end audio. This is the reason why you need an analog mic pre. And like all analog technology, this has noise, this has hum, this has distortion, all those things. So the ideal would be a direct connection between microphone and digital. And this is where the true match converter starts. We have a resolution of 32 bits, which means even at lowest level, our digital resolution is so high that we now can put a microphone directly to the converter. We have no noise floor. I mean, really no noise floor. The technical data is noise floor is minus 132 dB, and the maximum level which you can get in here is plus 22 dB, which means we have more than 154 dB of dynamic range. This is world record up to now. Nothing has more dynamic range than that little unit, which is called Nexus Compact, or the big True Match unit we had before, which was the reference master converter up to now for recording studios, which was expensive and very, very big. And now we have this small, convenient Nexus Compact at a very, very interesting price point. And you can just plug in your microphones and get audio over IP, get them where you want. And the next thing is, due to this high dynamic range, you can use the inputs for literally every signal. So you can, I did that, I'm sure it works. I had a big analog console and I used the True Match input just for the output, for the master output of this console, which is just line level plus 20 dB, no problem. And then you take the same input and plug in the ribbon microphone, it will work. What we have here is the surface which controls everything of the Nexus Compact. And how you can see, this is just a standard web browser. It's just a web interface. And we have a dashboard where we can see everything just at a glance. We have our mic pre's, we have our line outputs, and we have our digital inputs, digital outputs, and we can just switch to see more than 8 of them. Then we have detailed views of mic pre's inputs and outputs, and which is the most interesting, of course, are mic pre. So you can see how we have the parameters used here. It's just the same parameter set like in every STAGETEC console, like in the Nexus system, like in the old True Match RMC. It's just the same technology. We have 48 volts phantom power for condenser microphones. What you can see is you have up here a row with numbers 1 to 8, and it illuminates when you have 48 power switched on. So even if you are in another page, you always see if you have switched on phantom power, which can be useful in some situations where you have ribbon microphones or anything where this can be dangerous. So then we have phase reverse. We have a low cut filter, which is adjustable between 0 and 155 Hertz. We have a limiter, and we have, of course, our digital gain. We have just put a microphone here just to have some signal here, and you see I can put the gain up and more up. And last but not least, we can switch on the generator. There is a signal generator which can be controlled right here. We can mute the channel, and we can give it a name. Just tip here and write anything you want. So what we have then, we have the inputs. This is the normal digital inputs where you have AES3 or audio over IP from 1 to 8 to 57 to 64. What we could do there is just make a level. And what we can do is we can do stereo coupling. And we can mute, of course. Then we have our outputs. And the output base is just pretty much the same. We have levels here, and we can switch which output we want to see. And we can do our routing here. So for instance, where I have my microphone number 4, where I have signal here, and I want to get that just to output channel 4 via audio over IP. I just go to the output page, go to the 4th, and say, okay, please give me mic 4. And then you see I have the signal from microphone 4 here coming out of that output. If I go to the mic pre page, muted, it'll be gone again. Then we have on the left, we have our headphone, where I can just look what I want to listen to. If I demute it, I have microphone here on my headphone. I have a generator. And last but not least, we have a snapshot page, so you can make snapshots for scenes you often use and you can instantly recall. So now we talked a lot about audio quality, and of course, like with all STAGETEC equipment with the Nexus Compact, it's all about audio quality, but in addition to that, you got all the other STAGETEC features like maximum flexibility and reliability, which means redundancy. For instance, you have 2 Ethernet ports for audio, and you have redundant power supply if you want to, because you can use the power supply over Ethernet, PoE, so you even can use the unit wherever you want with a mobile camera or with a mobile recording system. If you don't have a local wallbox for your power, you just use power over Ethernet, or you can use the power supply, and of course you can use both. So if the power supply fails, the unit will automatically switch to PoE. If PoE fails, it will automatically switch to the power supply without any dropouts or anything. This is just broadcast technology. So this is ideal for everyone who needs a small transportable device, like in a theater in the backstage where you need some additional I/O, in a place of worship, in a university, or in a high-end recording and mastering studio. So much for now. For any further information, just visit stagetec.com. There's a bunch of other interesting products there. I wish you a lot of fun.